So let's finish with the yoking, and there's the two sides, inner spread, inside outside, cognitive, emotive, somatic, inner spread, and this is the core. There's the other side. Other side slides across. Where we front and face and this shape and the witness behind. From behind we rise forth with the world and our sense of self and the world in front. This is our cognitive, inside outside, emotive, somatic, and then there's this inner spread, and the other side. Spread, so conscious mind, body sense from spine, soul reach, trauma of birth, livers float, soul's reach. So we've got the 1, 2, 3, 5, starting from in our conscious mind. We grasp one at a time, our sense of self and the world, what we determine of the multitudes, the phenomenal world as we know it. There's our feeling and the phenomena of ourselves as actuality allows us to connect with our the whole, and we are transformed, if you like. We connect as a part with our whole and become more a part, and there's our feeling and being depths and our inner self and deeper self and our deeper being. Now, I ascribe them inner self, inner sanctum, gallbladder spout, and we find ourselves centered on the right with the liver's fissure. This is where the story of the trauma of birth. I'll just mark that trauma of birth. And the story of the trauma of birth is the stopping of the blood that came in through the fissure of the liver to the vena cava at the back, behind, from the belly button, and the placenta through the cord, from the placenta. All the fresh blood came in through here into the whole body. All the blood going back out to the womb and the belly button out front, coming through the groin vessels out to the placenta. So it was one way in, and it stopped at birth. So I call that the trauma of birth, in gathering our setting, if you like, our sense of knowing, feeling and being. So consciousness, mind, body sense from spine, and its witness, our cognitive reality is witness from behind. Now, there's a deeper witnessing and a deeper witnessing, and from this level it comes to soul's reach under our somatic, and we have this liver's float. Then it extends beyond inside, outside, cognitive, emotive, somatic, to gut instinct and intuitive sense and a mystic sense of ourself and the world. And we have a witness so, and we reach the other side. Now, at each level we have our other sides, our conscious, our mind, our body sense from spine, and conscious mind and body sense. Our cognitive sense is set across, and our inner sense is the other side, comes close. And again, soul's reach, the trauma of birth is cast aside, and till we underbelly, come on to underside, underbelly, and what I call bottom corner. And we cover mind, body, body sense from spine, mind, body, and consciousness. And as we land, we come to our what I call the existential pinch and fishhook. So this is the 7 from the levels with the other end. On the inner spread, to the right side of the midline, the midline has a left and a right, and the two sides have inside and outside. So we are axid, and the other side is totem, across a floating stagger. The axis, the floating axis, and its underside starts to cover the mind, conscious, soul, body sense from spine, mind, body, and consciousness. Now, I say the cause, the reference to the whole, and the other end, a clue to the whole body of reality. And from where we are isolated, identified, I'm it, and that's the world out there, in a deeper self and being, to our deeper sense of self and the world, beyond the instinctive and intuitive knowing that with the existential pinch, it floats vertical, and there's an abyss below. Our sense of others, the people in our lives, comes around from the abyss. So we are set above the abyss with our deepest sense of existential sense of self and others. Now it's the flicking of this and there's a semiquaver there. There's actually a treble clef that develops here against the bass clef. I'll explain the bass clef over here. Bass clef. Trauma of birth. 2 is 2 dimensions. 3 dimensions, sorry. And that introduced the witness. Okay, so phenomena include the witness in the construct. Phenomena of ourself and the world as actuality, what we experience, what we may experience rather. Numbers, today is the 29th of the 7th, 15. Gendo, orientation in space and with whole body. Gendo is part theory. So that's that we are a projected part, and that we may relate with our whole is a whole body method, and complete whole body is the goal, not for us, but to be placed with a whole body, complete whole body. With the whole body method, whole body is nothingness. There's a mystic element to this in that with orientation, with the whole body, the other side is included. As well as the and behind. We don't get to our actuality holding to a life with what we experience, isolated from our whole, isolated. Now, the walk and talk is our reality, but this we may still walk and talk, but as part of our whole. What that means and what that is not for us to determine and hold cognitively. That is our madness, if you like, to do so, to occupy and divert, to be lost with the world out there, and come back to rest for more, on and on, day after day. The whole body allows to include the other side, the underside, and behind.